Have you ever wanted to be the coolest guy around? Well, welcome to Backstory. Meta Knight's first appearance is in Kirby's Adventure. In this game, throughout the game, Meta Knight gives Kirby invincibility candy, but also fucks him over by summoning foot soldiers on him. Meta Knight also happens to be a classy man, considering he gives Kirby a sword when he has to fight him. In the remake of Kirby's Adventure, Kirby, Nightmare in Dreamland, if you get 100% in the game, you can play Meta Nightmare, where Meta Knight goes through the entire adventure Kirby does, even the part where he fights himself. Meta Knight's next big role was in Revenge of Meta Knight. In this game, Meta Knight thinks all of Dreamland is being lazy pieces of shit like those motherfuckers in WALL-E. So he wants to take over Dreamland and put an end to their laziness. Pretty much Meta Knight is a badass evil Sportacus. Meta Knight, like Sportacus, then sends his airship, the Hellbird, into the sky. Kirby gets onto the ship, so Meta Knight said nope, and he forces Kirby off. Kirby then tries to board again, and Meta Knight takes him out with a goddamn cannonball. Then this asshole Kirby gets on and starts destroying the ship. Hey, all this guy's trying to do is get your people to stop being lazy pieces of shit. Okay, Kirby? You're gonna have to calm down. You're gonna have to take it down to 0. And you're gonna have to just let Meta Knight stop your people from being lazy pieces of shit. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Kirby. Meta Knight then fights Kirby, offering him a sword, like a gent once again. After Kirby wins the fight, Meta Knight turns his cape into wings and flies away like a fucking badass. In Meta Nightmare Ultra, Meta Knight fights through Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. After the stage Milky Way wishes, Meta Knight wishes to fight the toughest warrior ever. Then Galactica Knight is summoned and Meta Knight fucking wins the shit out of that duel. There's no way Meta Knight isn't always going easy on Kirby. This guy literally just beat the strongest fighter ever to exist. In Samurai Kirby, Meta Knight is the strongest character, and when Kirby beats him, you get to see a sneak peek of that beautiful face. Meta Knight also appears in the sub-games Helper to Hero and Kirby on Draw. In Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, Meta Knight goes to Mirror World to save the day. Later in the game, Kirby is challenged by Meta Knight, but not offered a sword. You might be losing your class, Meta Knight. Psych, it's a Dark Meta Knight, and the real Meta Knight helps destroy the Dark Meta Knight. After that, Meta Knight ends up giving Kirby a sword like a goddamn gent. Okay? You might have doubted him, but he's the fucking classiest gentleman ever. In Kirby Squeak Squad, the first time Meta Knight appears is when he steals Kirby's strawberry shortcake. After this, Meta Knight flies the Hellbird once again and fights Kirby without giving him a sword. After a bunch of Kirby shit happens, we learn that Meta Knight didn't steal strawberry shortcake. He steals the Lord of Darkness, Dark Nebula. Meta Knight, still being classy, probably didn't give Kirby a sword, so he could definitely win and save the world from darkness. In Kirby's Epic Yarn, Meta Knight is being controlled by Yin Yarn until Kirby stops him, and they both work together to take down Yin Yarn. In Kirby's Max Attack, Meta Knight is in the sub-games Strato Patrol EOS and Kirby Quest. In Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Meta Knight is a playable character and helps in reconstructing Lore Starcutter. In Kirby, Planet Rebelbot, Meta Knight sees people trying to take over Dreamland. Meta Knight with the Hellbird tries to stop the people taking over, and his ship gets shut down. Meta Knight was then taken and turned into Mega Knight. He is way stronger in this form, but he's still defeated by Kirby. Later in the game, he comes back as Mecha Knight Plus, which is probably the strongest Meta Knight that has been seen, besides his appearance in Brawl. At the end of Kirby's fight with Mecha Knight Plus, he destroys Meta Knight's mask, freeing Meta Knight. Meta Knight then flies away. When Meta Knight returns with the Hellbird, Kirby swallows it and becomes the Hellbird. Both of them then fight Stardream. After the fight, Meta Knight throws Kirby out of the Hellbird at Stardream. After Stardream explodes, the game cuts to Kirby waking up. You can see Meta Knight's shadow in this shot, and then after, he is seen on the Hellbird. Some other games Meta Knight appears in are Kirby's Pinball Land, Kirby, Canvas Curse, Kirby Air Ride, Kirby's Avalanche, and some of the Super Smash Bros. Games, though they have nothing to do with this story. The last thing I want to talk about is the animated show, Kirby Right Back Atcha. In this show, Meta Knight was the last surviving member of the Star Warriors. That is until Kit Cosmos joined the show. Meta Knight also explains Kirby's abilities in the show. Thank you for watching. This one was one that I put off for a while, but if you want to see any characters, just put it in the comments below. I will probably get to them unless they are not possible to do. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.